Hello and welcome to today's video as we're going to cover the best players from the LPL thus far in spring split. Keep in mind this is very schedule based. Some teams have played 13 games, some teams have played 3 games, some teams are in Group Nirvana, some teams are in Group Ascend. I'm not separating Nirvana and Ascend because really they barely played any games. I'm only kind of doing this so LPL gets their video as well. That's kind of the deal. Because, I mean, hell, here we have the stats I used, by the way, 100% based off stats. KDA, KP, CSM, ROI, SD, VE, GD. No SK in this one because it is China and they don't track those stats for us. So, top lane, Sasa leads the way for LGD. Rookie top laner, they played OMG. That was their only series thus far in spring. He had a 3.2 KDA, ZDZ 4.8 for EDG. He had a very good series against whomever he played. I probably should have looked. Can't recall exactly who played who. CS per minute, ZDZ led in that category, 8.7. He would lead in quite a few categories for EDG, but still not end up being one of the top laners. As Sasa was first for LGD, then Ale of JDG, and 369 of Top Esports. Last was Cube of Team We, who happens to be in the upper group, but on the worst team in the upper group, one would argue, in Team We. So he's going to eat a lot of losses because he's playing, he's the 10th best team of 10 instead of being the 11th best team in the group that's 11th through 16th, if that makes sense. Sasa did have a 65 KP that did lead all top laners, 7.1 CS per minute, 1.85 ROI. LGD would sweep the floor with that category. Against OMG, they dealt a shit ton of damage relative to the gold they received. Very aggressive series out of them. LGD is a team that I projected to be a top 10 team that ended up not getting there, as Team We did upset them. But I do think LGD in the end will be a top 10 team in this split. Negative 1.1 share differential. ZDZ was positive 3.3, so dealing a lot of damage for EDG. 3.29 vision score per word placed. Flandre 3.71 for Anyone's Legend. 598 gold ahead. 369 would lead in that category. Top Esports up 638 gold. So that is the thing. Jungle, Nayu joins LGD replacing Climber. Nayu, a player that played with Rare Adam last season and kind of got screwed. Zhao Hao, in my opinion, at the time you could argue that makes sense, but Nayu is better than other junglers in the region, and now does have an opportunity and did do well. Had a 5 KDA, Zhao Hao 7.4. Speaking of Zhao Hao, he, like ZDZ, did very well for EDG. Top side of the Rift, very strong. Bot side of the Rift, not as much. Nayu had a 77 KP, which I don't know why I didn't write who led in KP in the jungle. Nayu had a 7.4 CS per minute. That was tied with Zhao Hao. He had 7.4, 1.66 ROI. Like I said, LGD would lead in that category across all roles. Negative 3.2 share differential. Monkey, negative 0.1 for Team We. So dealing nearly as much damage as he received in gold for the jungle role. 5.03 vision efficiency. Aki of Nip, 6.05. Nayu would lead in gold, 688. So combine those two, they're up about 1,286 gold combined between those two, Sasa and Nayu for LGD. That's pretty successful. Zhao Hao was second best, followed by Kanavi, and then the rookie 5, or STS, I guess, is probably what he goes by. LNG's new jungler was last. Mid lane scout of JDG, strong week. Played multiple top mid laners and still got the job done. JDG played 3 series for fuck's sake, and he's first. Followed by Cream of Top Esports, Hai Chao of LNG. Last was Karis of, no, actually it was Saytab. Karis leads in a category. Saytab of Thunder Talk was last. Scout had a 9.7 KDA, a 76 KP. Hai Chao 83 KP, and Hai Chao would lead in CS per minute at 9.5. Scout had 8.7. Damage divided by gold, Scout had 1.77. XQW, 2.54 for LGD, which is insane. ROI, Scout had a 5.5% more damage share than gold share. Angel for EDG had a 9.1. 2.5 vision efficiency. Karis of Team Wii, 4.42. Gold difference, Scout up 334. Cream up 389 for top esports. 80 carry, Leave actually ranking above Pays, despite Pays beating Leave in the win-loss column. Then Gala third and Assume last. So interestingly enough, you see the 380 carries listed are all players that are in the upper group, which is the only role that can claim that. Leave had a 3.8 KDA, Pays 7. Kill participation, 79%. On, 87% for EDG. So clearly, EDG making sure On was present in their team fights. 9.3 CS per minute. Pays 9.6. 2.3 ROI. Showy, 2.32 for LGD. Just barely more than Leave. But still, Leave did deal a lot of damage. I mean, 2.3 ROI is very, very high. 10.2 share differential, which led his role. That means he dealt 30% of the team's damage for 20% of the resources, as an example. 4.38 vision score per ward place led his role. However, was behind at 15 minutes, 130 gold, despite all this. The leader in that category was Pays, up 430 on average. Support, Moham of OMG. Led in a couple categories into LGD's bot lane. Followed by Missing and Kale. Hung was last. Mohammed 1.2 KDA, Wink 3 for EDG. He did lead in kill participation at 91%, joining On and him high KPs. EDG making sure they were in all their fights. 0.97 ROI, very aggressive. YCX over 1 for LGD. 1.93 vision efficiency, Zhuo 10.07 for NIP, and then Moham would lead in gold 141 ahead at 15 minutes. And so that's a thing. And something to think about when we do these videos, when I do these videos. This is more so not necessarily, well, these are the players of the week, but also this should give you, I don't know if you should be taken aback by it, but you should just be thinking, what did I think of these players when they were on the Rift? These are the stats that they had. Was the eye test something that, wasn't giving the player enough credit? Maybe it was giving them too much credit. Obviously this is very schedule based. When you only play one series and then you have teams that play 3 against better opponents, it's going to be tough to rack up stats. The 11th best team is in a really good position to put up good numbers. But either way, I'm not loving the LPL format. I'm kind of at a loss right now. The LPL format's terrible. I hate the way it is, but it is what it is. So the best players so far from this week and a half in the LPL: Salsa, Nayu, Scout, Leave, and Moham, followed by Ale, Zhaohao, Cream, Pays, Missing. Third team, 369, Kanavi, Haichao, Gala, and Kale. I'm just thinking if these 3 teams played each other, the first team would get smoked. Second and third, it'd be interesting to see how that would go. It's kind of like who's worse, Haichao or Zhaohao in that one. But either way, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.